Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Saskatchewan held a draw, and because there is always so much hype about Ontario, about Alberta, and about Saskatchewan because of the obvious reason, right? Because Saskatchewan is more like a very realistic PNP program when it comes to PNP programs overall, right? So in this draw, they invited 197 candidates, or rather 198, including the one Ukrainian invitation. All right. So basically, there are two ways to apply for Saskatchewan. Okay. If you are from outside of Ukraine, I mean, if you're from the rest of the world, then there are two ways to apply for Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, SINP. One of them is called OID, Occupations in Demand. In OID, you do not really need to have a connection within the province or an express entry profile majorly, right? But according to the data that we see, if you have a relative in Saskatchewan, then OID is beneficial for you, all right? And it is a great opportunity. OID is a great opportunity for the people who are not eligible for express entry, because for being eligible for express entry, you need to have a certain criteria on your side. And the other method is by creating an express entry profile and then creating an expression of interest on the SINP portal, which is called the Oasis portal, right? So Saskatchewan is a great PNP program, and I'd leave the screenshot of the knock codes that are in demand, and it is such a pleasure to see 0621 0421. I mean, educators from all different departments, they were worried, and 0421 is back after almost more than 2 years. After more than 2 years, 0421 is back. But the score is very high, 85. And you cannot really achieve this score without having a sibling, or rather a relative in Saskatchewan. Okay, so let me give you the reason why the scores are so high. Okay, now listen to this. I have calculated all the invitations Saskatchewan sent in 2022, and it was only 423, which is nothing. Why is it not anything? Because in the November draw, okay, that was the last draw of 2021, November. In that draw, they invited 425 candidates from express entry alone, and 200 odd people from OID category as well. So comparing that draw, which is the usual case with Saskatchewan, but I don't know what's going on for these 4 months, or now the fifth month has started as well. Saskatchewan is actually disappointing me in terms of the draws, in terms of the number of people they are sending their invites to. I don't know what's holding them back. Maybe there is some kind of backlog. I mean, I'm a PNP nominee, then I have an AOR of December. I know a person who is a SINP nominee and has an AOR of June 2021, right? He's still waiting for his arrival, or his PPR, or his ready for visa email, whatever you call it. All right. So he's still waiting for it. Maybe because of that backlog, all PNP programs are holding back their draws, because honestly, in 2022, the PNP programs are not very active like we used to see them in 2021. Maybe it's because of the backlog, or I don't know the reason. But as soon as they start inviting more people, like the November draw, the scores are going to come down, right? That is for certain, right? So if you have not created your profile on Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program portal, that is Oasis, then after watching this, please, I have a complete playlist of Saskatchewan. Go through that playlist, and you'd be able to see how you can create your expression of interest, and how you can apply basically. All right, so it is mandatory for you right now, because federal skilled worker draws, I don't know what the scores are going to look like for them. So please create your expression of interest in Saskatchewan. And with these words, this is Alif the Car, and I'm hoping great things are coming your way. And by the way, if you ask about the next draw of Saskatchewan, I wouldn't know about it, but their website says that they hold draws at least once in 2 months. So this is what their website says, and they have been keeping that in 2022. But this is something I don't like. All right.